So we're about to head to our first job for this afternoon. It is a Samsung washer that's not filling with water. So again, like I was saying before, you want to do a lot of pre-planning or as much pre-planning as you can, meaning you get the model number, you look up your appliance, you cross-reference that with your tech sheets or whatever software you're using or whatever experience you have in this particular area. And that way you're able to kind of have as much stuff on the truck or van as possible. All right, so that's what we're about to do. Head that way. So I'm going to let the customer know that I'm en route. See how far? We're not that far.
Head north toward East Sandpiper Drive, then
We
turn
are
left onto East
very
Sandpiper
close.
Drive.
We're 10 minutes away, so that's very close. Now, this software that I'm using, it'll automatically text or email the customer, let them know that I'm en route, um, which is good. But you still want to contact the customer and give them a call, heads up, if you can. So since we can, we will.
Hello?
Hi, this is your technician, Quentin, calling about your washer.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes,
It's under warranty. It's not even a year old.
it's under warranty.
Yep,
Which
Samsung.
you scheduled appointment through Samsung.
Yep.
This is not Samsung. This.
Well, you're listed as an agent.
Oh, I'm not sure how. Okay, so with warranty, that typically means Samsung will pay for your repair, right?
Yes.
Yes. So this is not a warranty job that you call. This is a company that charges for repair.
Okay, and then I'll try and get hold of them.
Okay. All right.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. Bye. Yeah. See, that is an excellent reason why you want to call customers, because you got people like that
In
too,
a quarter mile, turn right onto Lawrence Road.
where the customer is either not tech savvy or just wants to play games. So anytime you have a warranty job, one, every company is not a company that does warranty repair. We do warranty repair, but through specific companies, right? So you have to make sure the customers are aware, because you don't want to go through all the trouble of repairing an appliance, getting parts that's costing you money,
At the light, turn right onto Lawrence
to
Road.
have the customer at the end say, "Oh yeah, well, I didn't know I had to pay for it. I thought it was covered." Who told you it was covered? Like, where do you get this from? So that leads into my next point. All right, the reason for this video, one was to kind of like give you guys an understanding of, you know, in between jobs, how the day looks from job to job, and with me, it's basically making sure that I'm on schedule, and to do that, I have to make sure my bag is in order, my truck is in order, things are in order so that I'm able to get into a job and get out as quickly as possible. So with that being said, I did show you my bag. You should have seen that by this point. And now we are going to the next job, which has now been canceled. So I'm going to update that. And my next point, once this car moves, is the fact that, one, there are just certain things, pet peeves, that customers do that just drive you crazy. All right. And that's one. You have to realize you have to be customer oriented. However, there are things that customers purposely do because that's the way they've been taught. Meaning, over time, they've gotten away with it from so many different companies. For example, Amazon is customer oriented. Chick-fil-A is customer oriented, which is excellent. But what's happened is customers have gotten to the point where they're like spoiled, or they're at a point where it's just like, yeah, they just think everything gears around them. For one, I'm an independent contractor, meaning, I do work for the customer. However, that doesn't mean that I'm responsible for your problems. Okay? So, meaning, and I might be getting on a tangent here, but either way, this is a pet peeve number one. Meaning, you have a problem with your appliance. You call an appliance repair company and you want us to come out and repair your broken appliance. If we say, hey, this is what it costs to repair this appliance, it's not our responsibility to repair your appliance for free, right? So pet peeve number one, customers thinking that we are solely responsible for their appliance in terms of meaning we have to do whatever it takes to fix the appliance. No, we have a choice and you have a choice. If you don't like our prices or our service, choose another company. All right. Now, that sounds harsh, but that's just how it is. Some people like McDonald's, some people like Burger King, some people like Bonefish Grill, some people like Chipotle. Same thing with service companies. We all have our different styles. But main thing is this: you have a problem. We're here to help you. That doesn't mean that you can just treat us any kind of way and just because of that's just not how it works, So we're not going to work for free, and I can probably say that for any appliance company. Some people are more expensive, some people are less expensive. I get that part of it. But no, we're not going to come out there and repair your broken appliance for free because you think that's how it should be. All right? Pet peeve number one. Second thing is we are professionals. We should be professionals, right? Meaning we have gone to school for this. We have either gained additional experience, obviously, in the field where, let's see here real quick. Hold that thought. We have gained an additional experience in the field that, makes us pretty qualified to repair your appliance. Now, with that being said, you're watching this video probably on YouTube or some other medium. All right. Now, YouTube is a great source. YouTube University is an excellent source. But just because you watch on YouTube how to fix my washer doesn't mean that that particular problem is the same problem that you have. So, when you hire a professional technician and he or she enters your home in a professional manner, they have their tools, they have their gear, they're going through their tests. If they come up with a diagnostic, right, doesn't mean we're perfect, right, because we don't make the appliances, right? So sometimes we might be a little off, but you do not tell the appliance, well, I seen on YouTube this or that, or this is supposed to be, it's like, no. That's like this number two thing that can really tee us off. One, because you called us for a reason. If you knew how to fix it, you would have fixed it. All right? So it's that simple. Allow us to do our job. Allow us to go through what we're trained to go through in terms of troubleshooting and diagnosing. Because sometimes if your washer is not draining, it doesn't always mean it's the drain pump that's broken. It can be a number of things that cause the washer not to drain. One, it could be full of crap and debris from you or the customer in terms of like undergarments get stuck in there, paper, all sorts of things get stuck inside of a filter that's right in front of your drain pump. Drain pump is still good, it's just that you have not cleaned the filter, right? So again, just because it's not draining, you don't tell a technician, no, I clean it all the time. It's the drain pump because I've seen it on YouTube. Sir, ma'am, I found this in the drain filter and it's, just hasn't been cleaned. That's not bad news. As a matter of fact, some people might say, hey, yeah, it is your drain pump and charge you to change out that drain pump. But don't get upset with me, especially if I'm saying, hey, it's going to be less expensive. This is what the problem is. Clean it. what's the issue? So that's number two. Just because you see something on YouTube doesn't mean that's the case. Number three, when we're in your home, right, and we are working, right, I'm excellent with dogs, cats. I'm excellent with pets. So if a customer say, "Are you okay with pets?" Absolutely. However, if you can, please keep them out of the work area, right? Sometimes there's no better way to say that. Some people are just going to be offended regardless, no matter what you say or how you say it. But think of it like this. If we are working, right, and let's say I'm changing a compressor, I have a torch in my hand, right? And you are allowing your puppy or your dog or your cat to continually come over and rub against me and play in my work area, chances are I'm gonna cook something, right? And it's not gonna be a wire. Um, so that's just common sense in the fact, but some people don't think of it like that. They think it's cute. It's not cute. Put them up. We come in, we can do our thing, but when it's time for me to get to work, kindly put them in another area, another room. All right, that's number three. Now, closely related to number three is like in terms of workspace, is if I'm working and let's say I have a refrigerator pulled out or an oven pulled out and I'm trying to work, please don't try to clean in that area while I'm working. Uh, yeah, that's a huge pet peeve. That's first of all, it ain't right. That ain't right. Don't do that. You have so much time to do that yourself, right? But I get it. A lot of times customers say, "Oh, well, I've never done that, or I never did this." I mean, that's good, but it's bad. You should be doing that, right? So it's not the time to clean behind the appliance when your technician is working on the appliance. One, it is also a safety hazard, right? Because I've seen people plug the appliance back in. It's just like, well, so yeah, that was number three. Number four, which one was that? It was one. Okay, one of them. All right, now what's next? The other thing is, if we're working on an appliance, I actually like having company in terms of people conversing, but to an extent. So, like, if you ask me a couple of questions and I'm able to work and answer those questions and you're good, that is a-okay. If I'm working and you're like constantly having like a like deep thought conversation and I can do both, but still, like, if I'm trying to diagnose, my mind is literally a lot of times focused on trying to figure out what your problem is. Today's appliances are computers. They are not like your standard traditional appliance, which were more mechanical. Older appliances, they get power, they just work because they're mechanical. So less thought for older appliances, because the components just work. Nowadays, you have some appliances, like on the Samsung, you might have like 6 boards, right? It's a computer. So sometimes I'm literally trying to figure out what's going on. And it's not the best time to have that conversation. All right. So, yeah. So we can talk to you, we can chit chat, we can answer questions. But, to an extent, you don't want to keep the technician from doing his or her job. All right. Then so you can complain later. Um, the third or fourth or fifth pet peeve is when it comes to payment. All right. Now, some companies charge on an hourly basis. Some companies charge on a job basis. Either way, most of it's going to turn out to be what it costs for that particular job. And if you go over a certain amount, we add to the labor. All right. Either way, no matter how you look at it. If something takes a technician, another tech, let's say you're working on a unit, an appliance, and the average technician, it would take them an hour and a half to repair, right? It takes them an hour and a half. If you have an experienced technician, it may only take them an hour. It only may take them 45 minutes to repair that appliance. That doesn't mean that you take $30 off or $50 off the repair because I repaired it faster, right? A lot of customers, they get them mixed up. They'll say, hey, well, we were charged for an hour and a half. No, it's flat rate. Everything is an hour and a half or less, and then it goes like that. That's flat rate. It's just based on that time because that's what the average job would be. But it's not. You're not paying for the time in terms of the labor. I don't know if that makes sense. Think of auto mechanic shops or whatever. That may help you. My point is, as an experienced technician, I can repair appliances faster than your average technician, right? We move quickly. One, because we want to, not only get to the next job, and we're not moving fast and we're not just rushing through it. It's just over time, you get better. But we want to be as sufficient as possible so that we can be as profitable in terms of using our time wisely, right? You only have so many jobs you can do in a day, all right? So anyhow, if you think of it, the more experienced I am as a technician, the more costly it is, or it should be, for me to repair your appliance, right? Not the other way around. Not because if I'm able to do it in 45 minutes versus an hour and a half, you get a discount of $50. It doesn't work like that, all right? Because a lot of experience, skill, continuing education that I go through allows me to move as efficient as I can, right? So yes, that's another pet peeve when, one, you want to shortchange me as a technician because I'm doing a tremendous job repairing your appliance. All right, I think somebody said it like this: if you go to the dentist and the dentist repairs your mouth or fixes a tooth or pull a tooth or whatever in 15 minutes, and he charges you $500. I'm just saying that number. Would you rather him take 2 hours pulling that tooth or the 15 minutes? Still the same price because that's what it is. All right. So I don't know if that helps. Another thing is when it comes to pet peeves is attitudes. Attitudes. Being in the service industry, you have some excellent customers, but then you also have just assholes, right? And don't be that asshole. Don't be that person who is just rude for no reason. It's a pet peeve because I can't curse you out, and I don't really curse like that. So, but my point is, I think you take advantage of that. Some of you take advantage of that because you know that people have to be, or service people have to be, a certain kind of way. But no, that doesn't give you, or that doesn't entitle you to be a jerk, right? So one, again, be courteous of the technician that's in your home trying to help you out. You called us to repair your appliance, right? So, I mean, where's your leverage in terms of that? Okay, now like I said, you can call someone else, but don't be rude with me because maybe I'm telling you something you don't like. Half the time, would you like me to lie to you and say, oh yeah, we can repair that for this, knowing that it's going to be way worse, right? I'd rather tell you up front to your face, it's not worth repairing. Get a new one. It's that simple. I know it might be tough. You don't want to hear it, but do you want me to charge you money to repair it, knowing it's not going to fix the issue, and then come back out there and repair? Because I'm going to charge you for my second time. If it's something that I fix and it's related to something that I did, you're covered under warranty for that. However, if I misquote you or something like that, that's a different story. But my point is this: I'm going to be straightforward with you. Don't be rude to me if I let you know that, hey, it's not worth repairing. I know that you call somebody to repair it, but every appliance is not savable or repairable or whatever you want to call it. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll keep it moving. All right.